News of Hampton affiliates rebuilding the Babine Forest Products Mill in Burns Lake is welcome news for many. And if the lumber experts are right, the timing couldn't be better. So it begs the question, what about the other mill destroyed in this region earlier this year?
If the Conference Board of Canada's lumber forecast is right, Hampton picked a great time to rebuild. The forecast is predicting a quadruple increase in profits for the lumber industry this year and another doubling in 2013.
There's two key assumptions behind all of that. One, the U.S. housing market has got to continue to grow. And the other big assumption is that Chinese demand continues. I think if either of those assumptions fail, then you're not looking at the quadrupling of profits in the lumber industry.
It could mean good news for Hampton, which had two different issues to be addressed.
You absolutely have to have the fiber supply, otherwise no mill, and you have to have an expectation of profitability later on. So we just dealt with the second one, which is the future lumber prices. Fiber supply, I think, is still being looked at. So is it a good time to build? Well, they've obviously made the decision that it is.
With the brighter circumstances on the horizon for an industry that was hit hard with the collapse of the U.S. housing market, what of Lakeland Mills? It was destroyed by an explosion earlier this year. In a statement from the company's president, Greg Stewart writes, "As we said before, the conditions are favorable to support a positive decision about whether we will be able to rebuild. That said, our timeline and our operating environment are different than Hampton's. We will make every effort to make a decision as soon as possible." Still, the bullish lumber outlook and the continued price of lumber on the commodities markets makes labor very happy.
I think that housing starts are moving forward in the States. We're shipping into China, so those things coming together makes it fairly attractive going forward. And if they're talking about double the price of lumber in 2013, we're happy we're in bargaining.
But labor could be the fly in the ointment should the predictions come true.
It could be, because the lumber industry is obviously downsized over the last few years compared to what it was. So if there is a surge in demand, it's going to be difficult, I think, for the lumber industry to meet that surge.
More than half of the softwood lumber in Canada is produced in BC. With that, Interfor, Conifex, Canfor and West Fraser Timber are all poised to reap the greatest benefits of any upturn. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.